Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
I thought about it today before I watched Rampage. Oh, what up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja for a Paper Saber Universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. With Collision tonight and everything like that, after watching this show, and how, they're saying that Bryan Danielson is going to be the one that's going to be, the mainstay on Collision and be the main one, filling that CM Punk spot. But I was like, is Bryan Danielson that much of a star? I know he is to us, so don't be like, wait, hold the fucking phone. No. Is he on the level of CM Punk? Is he on that level? I feel he is. I feel he's always been huge. He had the big yes movement. He had all this and that. But in this stage of his career, do you think he can replace the shadow of CM Punk, and why Collision became a thing, and why, because Tony probably went, when he was talking to him, he's like, hey man, look, give me another show. We got CM Punk. The man pushed merch. The man pushed ticket sales. They had some of the biggest numbers. Now, in the locker room, now the locker room should be at peace with one another and everything like that. I was thinking of all these things. And that's the question I want to ask you folks. Drop those comments below on this. Do you think Bryan Danielson can fill that void of a CM Punk on a show like Collision? Because Collision has been on a really great track record of being an awesome show. The first episode was magnificent, and I was really enjoying all the CM Punk stuff. But now will that suffer at the hands? Because Collision was so different. That's what I liked about it. You had the start, we're taking on blah, 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 you have all these aspects to it. Can Bryan Danielson keep that show where it needs to be? That's a lot to put on this man's shoulders. And plus, too, we don't know how much longer he has. He can still go. He had a great strap match with Ricky Starks, but that's the thing, folks, everybody in the crowd here, everyone listening right now, if you're walking or if you're taking a shit or if you're doing this, you're just listening to my voice, tell me, drop that comment. Can Bryan Danielson fill that void? Now, on to your regularly blah, 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 scheduled program. We're going to talk about Rampage. September 8th, 2023, Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and shirtless Chris Jericho on commentary. And I want to be that comfortable. That's why I need to lose this weight. I want to be so comfortable when I go to a meeting or when I'm just going to show up with slacks, nice pair of shoes, and no shirt and look so buff like that and be like, what's up? What's up, bruh? Grand Slam tournament. This is going to be Penta versus Jay Lethal. Of course, Jay's got his crew out there. Penta's got Alex. This was I feel like the match of the night for me. But at the end of it, Penta wins, and I'm just like, man, my boy Jay Lethal. He's one of those dudes. I feel like he is a bona fide star if you allowed him to be Jay Lethal. This man was the Ring of Honor World Champion. This man has the charisma. This man has it all. But he's just being tied with Jeff Jarrett, Karen Singh, and Sanjay. I'm over it, especially after that Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing or whatever. I was like, Jay Lethal deserves better. Tell me if I'm wrong. Jay Lethal deserves fucking better because he's Jay Lethal. I can't stress that enough. No offense to Sanjay Singh and, Jeff Jarrett and Karen. Well, maybe Jeff Jarrett and Karen, but no. He doesn't. He deserves more. And when he was entered into this Grand Slam tournament, I at least wanted him to make it up a couple brackets. A couple at least. But no. Penta won. Great match, though. Sammy Guevara and Jericho go face to face, and what's funny is I can give a shit less. Let's sex guys, and Jericho gets up, and Sammy's like, I want you to punch your face, and Jericho's, I want to punch your face. I want to punch your face. I'm like, make out already. God damn. And then Then, like, to make us feel like, oh, Jericho's like, me and you, Grand Slam, September 20th. Yeah. And the crowd's like, what? There's that one guy way in the back. No, that was mean. That was mean, but I don't care. Britt Baker, Sheeta, Sky Blue versus Valkyrie, the Bunny, and Anna Jay. What's funny is I feel like I've seen this trios match over and over and over again. I don't know why. I was like, I got confused. I was like, wait, am I playing last week's Rampage or the week prior's Rampage? Like, wait, is this a Dynamite? You know, I think I've seen this combination or somewhat of this combination of these teams together, you know. And I gotta say real quick, man, like Baker, Sheeta, Blue for the win. This match was okay. Baker and Sheeta have a little bit of tension and everything like that, so we're building something there. But to Lyra, Valkyria, if you guys listen to, like, call me out on this shit. Like, because it gets, like, we have Taya Valkyrie in AEW. I love Taya. And we have Lyra Valkyria in NXT. And I think if I got to go back and listen, I've been calling Lyra Taya Valkyria. These two names have got me so fucked up. And that's why I want to publicly apologize to, you know, Valkyria. Like, but next up was Hook. He had a package. You know, he's going to be in New York for Grand Slam on the 20th. Hook just doesn't need to talk. Like, he looks so badass. Like, he looks like somebody I don't want to, like, skip the lunch line with. Like, you know, if he's getting his lunch, I don't want to skip the line because I know that dude's going to whoop my ass. But then he talks, and I'm like, oh, I'll skip the line. I'll skip the line. Like, I heard him talk. I'm like, never mind. You look, you know, it's like, when you hear, when you see a big buff guy, you're like, wow, that dude's strong. Whoa. You didn't expect that voice. Like Hook's a badass, but he needs some, like, a Paul Heyman or even his dad being his mouthpiece. Like, we had Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Hands with the, Jake or Jack, whatever you want to call him, Hager without his hat, versus the Young Bucks. Young Bucks for the win. Match was quick, fast, simple. I forgot. I was like, oh, yeah, we got this. I already know who's going to win. It's going to be the Young Bucks. We got a Santana package. But here's the main event. Samoa Joe versus Jeff Hardy. We get the first couple minutes. Then they go to commercial break. Then they come back with like 2 minutes to spare. And this match was very like, okay, I already know Samoa Joe's going to choke out Jeff Hardy. I already know this. Like, he's going on to face MJF at Grand Slam. And is he going to take that championship away from MJF? I think so. I just got a feeling in my bones Joe's going to kill MJF. And these two on the mic against each other is going to be great. I feel like this. I know the Grand Slam is a big show for AEW, but Samoa Joe versus MJF is a pay-per-view match. We could build 4 weeks of this to the tension between these two. We can build it. And Tony has all these, like, Grand Slams and, you know, 200s and all these, like, episodes of Nation Fights or whatever, the Fighter Fest or some shit like that. And he gives away some really great matches on TV, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But when you have a Samoa Joe about to take on MJF, one of your biggest stars in the company, that's a fucking pay-per-view match, in my opinion. I'm heated up today. But Joe choked out Jeff Hardy, and yeah, the show was okay. I give it a solid 3 out of 5. You know, my match of the night was Jay Lethal versus Penta. And can we just do hashtag Jay Lethal deserves better? Hashtag Jay Lethal deserves better. That's it. That's all. But I say that one of my favorite parts of the night, my second favorite part of the night was Joe. After he wins, he just looks at the camera, and I feel like he's looking in my soul. Like, I almost shat myself because he goes, I'm coming for you. And I'm like, oh. I was like, oh, okay. All right, y'all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. What did you like? What did you love? What did you hate? Drop them below. Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. And let's answer my Brian Danielson question I did at the starting of this program. That's it. That's all. Like and subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandpa. Share it with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And as always go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. See what I did there? I got you, huh? I got you. You were about to say the end of the show, weren't you? You're too sweet, me brother. And remember, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
And more.
They're one step closer to MJF. And we now know tomorrow night on Collision.